righteous judgment.
But I thought we couldn't judge. Christ said what?
But judge righteous judgment.
That's
How do we judge
That's
righteous judgment? How do we make righteous judgments amongst our people? What does it mean to be righteous? Let me ask you that. What does it mean to be righteous, sis?
Romans says we are the righteousness of God.
All right, give me that. Deuteronomy 6. Let's get an understanding.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6, verse 25.
So if you're the righteousness of God,
Yes, sir.
you must be doing this.
No, sir. I am the righteousness.
Come on.
And it shall be our righteousness if we observe to do,
Emphasize the right word.
and it shall be our righteousness.
It shall be our righteousness. Come on.
If we observe to do all these commandments.
All these commandments. If we do the commandments. If we do the commandments. That's our righteousness. Christ said judge righteous judgments. Meaning judge according to the law. I can judge you because you don't have fringes in a bed. I can judge you because you're wearing pants. When the law says a woman should not wear that which pertains to a man.
That's right.
That's judging righteous judgment. Go ahead.
You're referring to the Old Testament.
I'm referring to the
Jesus-
Old Testament,
Jesus,
correct.
But he did not come to destroy the Old Testament. He came to fulfill it.
So what does that
He
mean?
fulfilled it.
So what does that mean?
What it means is the same way you're telling me not to judge, you're judging me because I'm wearing pants. Because the Bible does say that a woman should not wear anything pertaining to a man.
Correct.
But my slacks are not the same slacks that you're wearing. These are women's
How so?
slacks.
Women's slacks. Are you serious, sis? Come on, sis. You understand the difference between pants and a dress. There's no difference. Just because you don't have a zipper in the front does not mean those are not pants.
It's a matter of judgment.
Come on.
Okay?
Come on.
Because God
What you
looks
got?
upon
Romans
your
6.
heart. He's not looking at your outer appearance.
Give me Matthew 5. Because you said, you quoted, what did you quote? You said, what did you just quote?
Romans 8:1.
No. Look at it.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 17. Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets.
He said, think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets, right? Nothing in the Old Testament, right? That's where the law and the prophets are found, correct? Come on.
I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill.
Now my question to you, what's your name, sis?
Janice.
Sister Janice. Sister Janice. Sister Janice.
Yes.
What did Sister Janice? Stay with me. Stay with me, sister. What did Christ come to fulfill?
He came to fulfill the law.
Meaning what? What does that mean? He came to
It
fulfill the
means
law.
that he gives you his grace and you are no longer under the law. You're under his
So,
grace.
so what you're saying is, I can rape, I can rob, and I can. You just said he came to do away with that. He came to fulfill that. You just said that.
I said fulfill. When
So what does that
he fulfills
mean?
the laws of God, he tells you that his grace is sufficient when you do, and if you do make a mistake, those things you were just talking about, his grace will cover you.
But what does that mean? So can I do it?
No,
Yay
you
or nay?
cannot.
So then I
Because
have to keep the law, right?
You have
Because
to
it's
keep-
murder a law. You see how you crossed up?
His grace will not let you not keep the law. You understand what I'm saying?
That makes no sense at all.
It
Sis,
does
you
make
gotta
sense.
understand. That don't make no sense.
Because
Acts, come on.
if you follow according to his grace,
Okay,
you will
because
fulfill the law.
You're being very incoherent right now. That doesn't make sense. And I think you know, I know you know that doesn't make sense because you sat there and smiled and you looked around to see if anybody else caught on.
No.
Yeah, that's
I wasn't
exactly what you
looking
did,
at
sis.
it.
So we're going to give you the understanding of what it means when it says he fulfilled. He fulfilled a part of the law, a very specific part of the law.
What part was that?
We're going to give it to you. Come on.
This is the book of Acts, chapter 3, verse 18. But those things which God before has shown by the mouth of all his prophets, that Christ should suffer,
That Christ should suffer, right? Come on.
he had so fulfilled.
Christ came and suffered for the nation of Israel by doing what? Dying on the cross as that sacrificial lamb.
That's
So
right.
that part of the law that Christ fulfilled was the sacrificial law.
So that he may fulfill
The laws of sacrifice. Not murder, not rape, not robbery. We cannot do those things, Sister Janice. But you're saying, what you're saying, Sister Janice, is that now we ain't got to keep no commandments. That's what you're
No, I
saying.
did not say that.
You just,
I
Sister
said
Janice,
we do not have to sacrifice.
okay, so you mentioned grace too, right?
They used to sacrifice
Sister
animals
Janice.
and bulls,
Sister
that
Janice.
stuff.
So,
But that's it.
so since Christ came to fulfill the laws of sacrifice, right? Does that mean because he died and he was that sacrifice, can I now steal?
No.
Can I rape? Can I get drunk? Those are what? Those are commandments, correct?
They are.
Those laws? Are those laws? Are those commandments? Yes or no? Yes or no,
You
Sister
cannot
Janice?
do those things because of the commandments?
No. I'm saying, are those commandments found in the Old Testament? Murder. Stealing.
Thou
Is
shalt
that
not
in the
steal.
Old Testament?
Thou shalt not steal.
That's in the Old Testament, correct? I'm going to ask you a series of yes or no questions. So now, that Christ came to die on the cross as that ultimate sacrifice, can I do those things now? No. So what must I, that means you're doing what? You're keeping the commandments.
That's right.
Christ did not die and say, now you have free will to do whatever you want. That's what you're taught in Christianity. Christ did not come to do that. Christ taught us the law.
That's right.
Christ perfected the law. Christ set the bar very high. Why? Because he lived a sinless life and he showed us the example on how to live that same sinless life.
And I'm going to leave this with you. He said, my grace
What is
sufficient.
sufficient? Correct. What's grace? Sister Janice, what's grace?
Unmerited favor.
Unmerited
We don't
favor.
even
That's
deserve
the
it, but he
perfect
gives it
Christian
to us.
answer. We gonna get Sister
Oh, you
Janice.
have another
Sister
answer?
Janice, hold on. Sister Janice,
have
you
another
ain't
answer?
got nowhere to be. Sister Janice, hold
Yeah.
on, real quick. We gonna give you the understanding of what grace is, okay? And you give me Romans 6.
Yeah.
Romans 6. Come on.
This is the book of Titus, chapter 2 and verse 11.
Let's give you the understanding of grace, Sister Janice.
For the grace of God that bringeth salvation hath appeared to all men,
Come on, what?
teaching us
Teaching us. Grace teaches us something. What does grace teach us?
that denying ungodliness and worldly lust,
Sin. Grace teaches us how to not commit sin. How to not live an ungodly life. Come on.
we should live soberly,
You should live soberly, not on weed, not on drugs, not on pills,
that's
not
right,
on X. Come on.
righteously,
Righteously. What did we say righteousness was? Deuteronomy 6 and 25. The law, the commandments. Live soberly and righteously. To live righteously means you're keeping the commandments. Come on.
that's right, and godly
And godly. Where?
in this present world.
In February 2016, grace teaches us how to keep the commandments.
Right.
How to wear a dress. How to put fringes in a border of blue.
That's
How
right.
to honor the Sabbath
That's
and keep
right.
it holy. That's what grace does.
That's
Grace
right.
is not unmerited
out.
favor, meaning I can do whatever I want because Christ died for everything, and now I'm free to do whatever I want.
That's
That's
right.
what grace says.
Now, can you start that again? What did it say? Grace as unto salvation?
This is the book of Titus, chapter 2 and verse 11. For the grace of God that bringeth salvation hath
Bringeth
appeared
salvation.
to all men.
That was Christ. Who was that grace? Who's that grace? John 1 and 17. It said the grace of God hath appeared to all men.
Yes, sir.
Who was the grace? Jesus. How you know?
How do I know?
How do you know?
Because I know him.
Because you know. Okay. All right. John 1 and
Bring it out.
17.
This is the book of John, chapter 1, verse 17. For the law was given by Moses, but grace and truth came by Jesus Christ.
There's the
So guess
difference.
what? The grace,
There's the difference.
the grace that taught us how to live, how to not live an ungodly life, how to live a holy life, that was Christ. Christ came and taught us the law.
No.
He did
The
not
law came
change
by
it.
Moses.
He did not. No. But
Moses
grace
brought
and
the law.
truth came by Jesus Christ. What is grace? What does grace do?
It refers to salvation. Your grace brings you salvation, and we don't really actually receive that
But-
salvation while we're yet here on this earth. It's not until we leave this earth that we receive that salvation.
That again, that doesn't make sense.
Pie in the
But
sky, sister. That's like
okay, so how do you receive it? So Sister Janice, Sister Janice. So how do we receive salvation? How do we receive eternal life? What do we do? How do I receive? If you're teaching me how to receive salvation, how do I do it? What do I have to do?
Live according to his commandments.
Live according. What commandments? Give me some commandments,
Ten
Sister Janice.
Commandments. You know what they
The
are.
Ten
They're in
Commandments?
Deuteronomy.
The Ten Commandments?
Oh yeah, we going back and forth. Come on, let's
You
go.
said, no. I want you to teach me how to receive salvation. If you got a young man, 15, 16 years old, in a gang, on drugs, so on and so forth, how do you teach him how to get his life right? How do you teach him how to receive salvation? What do you tell him, Sister Janice?
I start from the beginning. First, I tell him how to develop a relationship with Jesus, because that's where it's going to come in.
So how does he do it? How does he change his life?
Book.
How does he change his life,
He has
Sister
to read
Janice?
that book.
And do what?
The Word will change his life.
What does he have to do? Just read?
He has to read and apply it. The application is what's most important.
So then, let me give you a commandment
Come on.
that you have to apply.
Come on.
You said the Ten Commandments, correct? Exodus 28.
Every single solitary.
Every single commandment,
But I'm
correct,
also
Sister
gonna tell
Janice?
you that, yes, we here on
Okay.
this earth, we cannot receive salvation while we are yet on this earth.
All right, Exodus 28. So you said the Ten Commandments, correct?
Yes.
You said all of them, correct? You just said that.
Why are you asking?
I'm asking you to clarify what you. I don't want to put no words in your mouth.
No.
Okay, then. So you said keep the Ten Commandments.
Keep the
You
commandments.
said keep all of them.
And all the law, they are the laws of God.
That's correct, but you said keep all of them, correct? Exodus 28.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 8.
All 10 commandments, correct?
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
Are you finna go keep the Sabbath?
I keep the Sabbath,
When is the Sabbath?
but my Sabbath may not be
When,
the same as your Sabbath.
Sister Janice.
Let me tell you something.
Sister Janice.
There are
When
many
is
roads
the Sabbath?
that lead to him.
No.
There are
Matthew
many
7.
roads that lead to him.
Matthew 7, you know what I want.
Okay.
No, Sister Janice, I asked you a very specific question. Do you keep the Sabbath day? Yeah, yeah, When is the Sabbath day,
My
Sister
Sabbath
Janice?
is Sunday.
No. I said, when is the Sabbath day according to God? According to the Bible, not your Sabbath.
It is on the seventh day he rested.
When is
That's
the
my
seventh?
Sabbath.
When is the seventh day?
That's my Sabbath.
When
According
is the
to my faith.
Sister Janice,
Yes,
you
sir.
got to stay with me. When is the seventh day of the week?
The seventh day of the week for me.
No, for God. My opinion, when I want the Sabbath to be does not matter. When he wants the Sabbath to be doesn't matter. What does God say?
It doesn't matter.
What does God say?
It matters.
So, okay,
I
it
understand what
matters
God
because
said.
God set a day. So I'm asking you, when is the seventh day of the week?
For me,
Sister Janice,
I
when is
can't
the
say what
seventh
it is
day
to
of
you.
the
I
week?
can't say what it is to you.
According to the calendar, when is the seventh day of
And
the week?
that's because the time has changed.
You
The
got what I
Hebrew
wanted, man?
calendar is not the same as the Hebrew
Okay.
calendar is not the same as
No. Today,
It
okay,
changed.
okay, we got a definition for you, Sister Janice.
I'm-
Sunday, this is the definition of Sunday.
Alright.
The first day of the week.
That's generic.
Sunday. No.
Yes, it is.
I asked you when the Sabbath day was. So now that we have an understanding of when the first day of the week is, God said, remember the Sabbath day. Sabbath meaning seven. So when is the seventh day of the week, Sister Janice? It's not Sunday, Sister Janice. When is it, Sister Janice?
My
If Sunday's
Sabbath-
number one, when's the
my
last day?
Sabbath is Sunday.
See?
I'm not gonna do
But
it.
you say you got a
I'm not-
relationship with God,
I
but
do.
you're not gonna do what he says?
You know what? I really don't think that God is going to judge us whether we keep the Sabbath on Saturday or Sunday. Because
Why
I
do
know
you say that?
denominations that keep the Sabbath on Saturday. And they
Am I-
also believe that they are the 144,000 that will be left here. Now, according to my faith, so be it unto me.
Right.
That's the word. Okay? And I believe, because of my faith and because of how I was raised as a Baptist, that Sunday is my Sabbath. I honor God on the Sunday.
Okay, watch this.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 31 and verse 13.
There you go.
Speak thou also unto the children of Israel, saying,
Speak to the children of Israel, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, right here.
saying, Verily my Sabbaths ye shall keep.
Yes.
Verily, surely,
Yes.
no confusion, my Sabbaths, the seventh day of the week, shall the children of Israel keep. Come on.
For it is a sign between me and you throughout your generations.
Yes.
Up until February 2016, that law, that has not changed. The law did not change. Come on.
that ye may know that I am the Lord that doth sanctify you.
Because the Lord sanctified the nation of Israel. He set us apart from all the other nations.
That's right.
He gave us the law. He gave us the Sabbath to rest.
Shalom, Israel. I'm Elder Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. YouTube likes to shut our channels down, as some of you have noticed, ever so often. Subscribing to join IUIC will assure you will always stay connected to our YouTube accounts. We want to do our best to make sure this truth gets out. Please click and join our subscriber YouTube channel called Join IUIC to stay linked to all of our videos. So again, please make sure you subscribe to this Join IUIC channel to get your latest updates from all our YouTube channels. Shalom.